Chewbacca. I have tried to do the Chewbacca Wookiee language and it was fucking horrible. My mouth doesn't make them noises. This is pre-owned, owned by somebody else, new to me. Because this fucker brand new is ridiculous. Got this for what I would consider an absolute steal. Well, maybe not steal, but a very good price considering what he regularly goes for. And there seems to be a little bit of a resurgence in Star Wars Figuarts at the minute. I mean, we've had Anakin from Episode 3 be re-released. We've got Kenobi from the Kenobi show. Should be being released at the minute. And they've got a new Darth Vader from the Kenobi show being released. I've got a look at the instructions. 2 faces, hand, yeah, very simple. And there's a new Mandalorian, Din Djarin. This one coming with the dark saber. So things are happening with Star Wars, which is nice to see. And I need to get myself on the Vader because it looks brilliant. Right, here is Chewie. The difference in price between a New Hope Chewie and the fucking Rogue One Chewie is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I'm not expecting a hell of a lot out of this in terms of articulation, expression, if I'm being honest. Doesn't his face look like there's an actual bloke behind that? Is it because his eyes are so sunk in that it looks like there is a bloke behind this mask? Here is the other face, which is just a faceplate. This is just your standard, bog standard, straight-laced Chewie expression. Detail looks decent though. And he has a fist. Just a single fist. No, he has... Oh, okay. He has 2 fists. Both covered in the fur. And he has a open palm hand. One for the right. And one for the left. And this hand is the trigger finger gun holding hand, which I believe would come already attached in there. Which, the fact that it does this is quite cool, I have to say. How the fuck does he hold this then? Does that not separate? Oh, it does. Bloody hell. That's the whole procedure, look at things. You remove the hand. I feel like this is probably designed to always stay in this. This is like a penguin. These are married for life. Is the impression I'm getting. Have a quick look at his bowcaster while we're Looks just like completely solid plastic. Don't think there's any extra bits of paint apart from this, like, I don't know, attachment fucking handle thing, I don't know. Right. So that sits in there incredibly snug. Trigger finger in. Yes, this needs to stay in here. Clips in there a treat, that's lovely. Right, does this shoulder patch come off or anything? It looks like it doesn't. Just take his head off to get a better look. That shoulder patch seems to be glued or moulded at the top, which is fine. I won't want to take off anyway. I was just curious. And it's just since it's off, it's not particularly tight. Straight look. I feel like this face with Tom. Tom's painted brilliantly. Teeth are done alright as well. Yeah, decent. Happy with that. You get, in terms of movement, you get that much back. You could probably, excuse me, get a bit more, but you're getting tight in that area there. And he gives you, he gives you loads. Forward gives you that. Well, I don't know what I'm doing at the side with this satchel. And some of the knee. These big monkey feet. Yeah, up and down there. Bit in the tutzes. Both feel good. And a bit of a pivot twist joint, whatever you call it there. And torso, you can get other hands with there, but about there it starts to get a little bit tight. Shoulders are all the way around. Come up there. You got he's got a bicep swivel, so you get a bit of a bicep. You get an all the way around bicep swivel. Oh, we are spoiled here. You get 90 or a bit more. Nope, that's you either get 90 with a beautiful looking coverage of the joint, or you can get 94 and expose the joint a bit more. And then fist, you just get rotation, and that's all you're getting there. And you're not getting much of an all ducky. But that's because it's fair in a way. There's a suggestion, I'm going to take his face off again. There's a suggestion of a butterfly, but doesn't seem to be interested in doing a lot of work. Going forward and back out. There we go. As you can see, this thing has moved around loads and the gun is staying in place like an absolute god. It's lovely to see. Look, it looks like it's about to go to war. Obviously, if his head does break the skull up a little bit. Oh, this back bit of hair, fur, whatever. There's a little hinge there, but it does very little, if I'm being honest. Very little. I mean, if you want to utilise that joint to get sort of this sort of angle, then it will come. Okay. Just gotta. It might spread a bit there, but if you're facing this way, it's really right, does it? That's wicked. Got to say, this visually isn't as boring to look at as you would maybe imagine it would be. With it being just like dark brown fur, the paint on it is quite brilliant. So he's nowhere near as dull to look at. Shit. Well, I really like that face. Yes, he's actually quite... just more dynamic than I gave him credit for, if I'm being completely honest. My my pre-opening assumptions. It's a lot more charismatic and dynamic than I ever give him credit for. I feel like a lot of his poses in the films are sort of just stood with his weapon like that. His weapon at about hip length, hip height. Can't get that much further than that way. That's a bit tight to get to. Bring this arm down, bring this arm down. You know what? Let's just end with the classic pose and the relatively expressionless face, since this guy hasn't seen much action today. Pop. There we go. Oh, that fits a little bit better than the other one, to be fair. Yes, props to the paint, yeah, the moulding is brilliant as well, and the knees, it's, yeah, very, very good. And I get why it was so expensive. Obviously, big part of the main team. I don't think I'd like it as much if I'd gone for the asking price of well over 100, 130 that he was going for. But with what I've got him, and I mean, I would be quite tempted just to see what the Rogue One compares, how that compares to this. I think it comes with a different weapon and different head sculpt, because I think he has goggles on. I'm sure he has goggles on or something. But the weapon he comes with isn't the signature bowcaster. And that movie I don't think did super amazing. And just get that up there as well. That high, that joint would be better too. There we are. Yes, very happy with this. Yes, I think if you can find him for a price you're happy to pay, you will not be disappointed. And part of the original crew, part of the team that started it all, so how can you not want Chewie in your collection? It's a very unemotional pose, but it's very Chewie, so I'm fine with it. on foot. I've done that for a while. Right. Yes, very happy with this. Reasonable price. If you get a final price you have to pay for it, then you'll enjoy it as well. It's so much better in person than I thought it'd be. The dark browns and the light browns are just brownness of him. It's not anywhere near as boring as I thought it would initially be. I'm very happy with this. Very, very happy. And he'll be united with his best friend, his best bud in the whole galaxy pretty soon. So, thank you for watching. I'm not going to say goodbye in the fucking Wookiee voice. I nearly did, but it's horrendous. So yes, thank you for watching. Goodbye.